Hello crafty friend, today we are going to create a zine, and this is not my first time creating a zine. I did one I think last year. You can check out the link, it's up there, check out that video. But today I wanted to create another one, and my goal is to create one every month just to kind of document like a little bit about myself, and I can send these to people whenever I do my swaps, and they will be kind of current about me. So let me show you the one I did last time if you don't want to go check out the video. So that's the front, and I've been using this one a lot. Like this was one that's like a little mini one. So I just had a hello with a picture of me, and then I had like these little octagon shapes that were blank that I could write in. Like on this one it has, my name is Tranae, congrats on winning. So I was gonna use this one for a giveaway, but I messed up, so I had to print it out again. And then this one's like 3 facts about me, and I can change that around because that's a write-in. Then have like little pictures and just something cute. And then this had my old address on there, so you know, that was the reason I couldn't use it. I had to add, you know, swap it out and do something else. So I wanted to create one, and my goal is to create one every month. So what I am using for my zine, the papers are going to be from the Crafty Girl line from Simple Stories, and it's a lot of nice papers. As you can see, I've been using these papers, so a lot of them are all cut up. That's not even one of them. These are the stickers, and there are some chipboard as well. There's also like journaling cards that I've cut out, and I have some over here. Then I'm gonna add in like a lot of my own stuff that I make. Oh, here are the chipboard stickers. So my zine is going to be a 3x4 zine, and I like this size better than just doing the regular paper size. But to print it out, I do have to use legal paper, which is 8.5 by 14, and then I just trim it down. Works the exact same as if you were doing just letter paper, and you can use it in a regular printer, so it doesn't really create like a problem with printing. I like the bigger size because then, like for example, this is a journaling card. It goes a lot quicker because I can just add this and I have a whole square, because I don't want this to be something that's gonna take a whole lot of time. I just want it to be a fun way to document a little bit about myself. Alright, so I am going to get to decorating. I've already cut mine out, and I've numbered it so I know which square is my front and back. Like this is the first page and this is the last page and all that jazz. So now it's just about decorating it. So the first thing I'm going to do is to cut out the paper for my very first page. Now whenever I do my first page, I always like to have like a hello type statement. So on this one, I am going to use that vellum paper to create like a focal point, and then I'm going to use one of those little weirdly floating heads. I thought they were cute, but it was kind of weird to just have a neck and a head. But anyway, I'm gonna use one of those little crafty heads and one of those stickers that says let's get crafty, let's get crafty. And I am also going to stamp out the word hello using one of those Lawn Fun thank you stamp sets. So as you guys can see, I've made a lot of purchases through Lawn Fun, and whenever you make a purchase directly through Lawn Fun, you get a little mini stamp set like this that is usually like one word. As you can see, is one back there that says gracias or whatever. So because this is a 3x4 zine, I can use journaling pages or those journaling cards and be having like a whole page done, and be having, yeah, my grammar, and have a whole page done in like one easy, one easy swoop, I guess you should say. And I think it's really cool using this size compared to some of the other sizes, because it does make it a lot easier, and you don't have to worry about cutting down those journaling cards, which is always a plus because I really don't do too much project lifestyle scrapbooking anymore. So I am always looking for ways to use my journaling pages or my journaling cards, and this works out very well. And on those like pages that are side by side, you can even use a 4x6 and just have it fold in half. So this is really the way for me to go, and I like it because I can photocopy this and send it to as many people as are needed. All right, so at that top portion, I do the exact same thing. Use one of those journaling cards. Like you guys, when I tell you like this zine was so easy by using this size paper, the hard work was already done for me. All right, so for one of my pages that's going to coordinate with that journaling page that says, I think it has like I have too much washi tape, says no one ever. I decided to go through my drawer and grab a couple of rows of washi tape and just stack them up on the side of the paper. And I'm only going in probably about a half an inch or a little bit over a half an inch or so, and I am just lining those papers up. And I really like, you know, the ideal of having all the washi tape samples or whatever on this page. It looked really cool. I was really pleased with the way it turned out, and all I did was flip it over. At first I was gonna try to tear it, but then I was like, Tranae, girl, why are you making stuff so hard? Like, just fold that paper back and keep your life moving. So that's what I did, and I am laying that on my paper. Now you will see that I am leaving that blank for the most part, and I'm doing that because I will have area to write on. So for this little square that I'm doing now, I am adding my picture just so I can, you know, when I send these out, I can send it to somebody and they can put a face to the name. And I don't really mind sharing my pictures because I share them on Instagram anyway, so don't really matter. Not really all that shy about sharing my pictures. So to finish off that little washi tape part, I put ink and a stamper on there because that page is going to be where I put my top 10 craft supplies, because that's one of the pages that I am going to use. So I wanted to put that little tab, and as you guys can see, I used that Cricut spatula. Y'all, that thing is a lifesaver. It is for more than just your Cricut paper. When you want to get something up, it helps, and as you can see, especially with dry adhesive, it does not mess up your paper. So that's a little tip from me to you. Get that spatula and just slide it under there and it'll lift that tape. Like, y'all, seriously, it has lifted score tape without messing up my paper. So, you know, keep that in mind when you're crafting. Don't know how I work on wet adhesive because I don't really use that too often, so I don't know. All right, so for that little panel right there, I did another journaling card, and with this one with the pencils, I am going to write my currentlies on there. And I like having like a little currently section in these because it kind of capture who you are in that particular time when you created that zine. So in mine, I put like currently reading and making, listening to, stuff like that. It's nothing too serious on there, because after all, this is crafting and this is fun time. So you can go a little bit serious if you have like that serious type pen pal that you're writing to, but I wanted to keep mine fun. And that's the cool thing about zines. They can be whatever you want it to be. It's 100% up to you, boo. Do your thing. I'm gonna do my thing. And I end up using some stickers on that panel, and I am going to lay those stickers down, and then I am going to stamp out my Becoming Fab stamp, because y'all know, since I paid for that thing, I like to use it on everything, and I do mean everything. I'm always trying to use that stamp. So I stamp that on my paper, and then underneath it, I write out like my address, and I write out my YouTube info and my Instagram info. And that was pretty much how I created this zine. these papers made it super duper easy, and I love this collection. You guys, I created a embellishment box that I sent to a crafty friend that also coordinates with this zine. So that was the reason I created the zine, actually, so I could put it in that box to give her a little bit of information about me. All right, so let's keep it moving. I am using a stamp set that I received from, I believe, Studio Calico, and I am stamping it in some of that Audrey Blue Simon Says stamp ink. Love y'all, when I tell y'all I love that ink color, it is so pretty. Like, you'll see, I write it on like my top 10 faves for craft supplies because it is a very beautiful color. Now, I wish I would have wrote out my top 10 in a blue color, but I was gonna do some like some contrast or a contrasting color, and I went for like a lime green. It don't look bad, it's just different. So I wrote everything out, and midway through I realized that I kind of wrote in my sloppy handwriting and not my neat handwriting. I don't know if you guys have two handwritings, but I do. To write neatly, I have to really take my time, and I just have to take my time. Other than that, it does not look good. But this is, it is what it is. It's not too bad. All right. So after that, because this is a 3x4 inch zine, I could not copy this on regular letter size paper. I had to use legal size paper, and you can buy that I got mine from Staples. And legal size paper, it just measures 8.5 by 14. So you still can use it in a regular printer. You don't have to go out and buy like a fancy printer or like a wide format printer or anything. I use my regular copier printer, all in one, and I just use legal paper, and this is what I came out with. Now the downside is can I get it out? The downside is you're gonna have to trim out your papers so that it'll be even, but that's not that big of a deal. We all have paper trimmers, right? That is it for my zine, and the way I did this is to allow me to use these when I am exchanging Happy Mail. So as you can see, I have this little area that is blank. It says I Heart Crafts, but I can use this to write like a little message to whoever I'm swapping with. And I like to do that because it allows me to kind of personalize my message depending on who I'm sending this to. But you can do this in a way where you just have something that you say and use it and be done with it. So also I have my top 10 favorite craft supplies. I have like a currently list about me, and I put the date there because my goal is to make one of these each month, and I have my address. Alright, so now that I've shown you how to create a zine, it is time to talk about this challenge/giveaway. So what you will be doing if you should decide to join in is creating a zine. Now your zine can be any size you want it to be. So this is 3x4, but as you can see, I even made a smaller one, and this one is 2x2, and I love them both. So it's 100% up to you how you decorate your zine. But you do have to have two things within your zine. First, you have to have a page that tells me your top 10 favorite craft supplies. And I need a page that has your mailing information on there. So as you can see with this one, it has mine. Also, if you can throw in a little bit of information about yourself, like your YouTube or your Instagram, that would be totally awesome. So after you create your zine, you will mail them to me. I will select one winner to get this Lawn Fun Nitpicky paper pad and this stamp. Now I'm gonna make it extra special, and if I receive 25 contestants in this, I am going to throw in another paper pack from this release, and this is the Really Rainbow Christmas paper pack, and I think it is absolutely amazing. Now, to make this even sweeter, I know, right? How can it be even sweeter, Tranae? I am going to throw in a $25 gift card that is also going to be up for grabs if 50 people enter into this contest. So if I get 50 people, I will also throw in a Amazon gift card. And I can't believe I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. If I get over 100, that means I get 101 or above. If I get over 100 people to get into this contest, y'all know what I'm gonna give away. Let me show you. Number 5 on my list, a set of Zig Clean Color Real brushes. Yes, I'm gonna give away a set of Zigs. And you guys, I've been using Zigs for a while and I absolutely love them. They are so amazing and they are like God sent when you're making crafts and you want to color quickly. The Zigs are where it is because you can do so much with them. Love them so much. And they're great if you're just getting started with crafting. All right, so let's go over some of the rules for this giveaway. So you must be 18 years of age or older, or if you're younger than that, then you have to have your parents' consent to enter into this giveaway. So be honest. If you are one of the youngsters, just ask your parents, can you join this challenge? Because you will be sharing your address. And, you know, it's just all about being legal, you know. You'll get there one day. But until then, ask your parents if you can join the giveaway, and that'll be your way to join in. Also, this is for people who are living in the U.S. or have a United States P.O.Box. So if you are overseas, however, you have a U.S. military post office where you live on base, you're good. But if you just have an international address, I'm sorry, I cannot afford the shipping to send it to you because shipping is really, really high, and I do apologize. But we're just going to keep it U.S. only, and for folks who live on base, you're good as long as you have a United States on base post office box. All right, so the challenge will run into October 15th, 2018. You must have your zine to me by this date. So if you need to get it to me by the 15th, then you want to plan a couple of days extra. So you might want to send out everything by October 10th just to make sure it gets to me on time. All right. You also must subscribe to the Becoming Fab YouTube channel, because honestly, why would you want to enter a giveaway and not be subscribed to somebody's channel? Like, come on, you got to share the love. All right. So let's talk about how you're going to enter. All right. So first up, you have to make a zine, and in that zine, one of your pages has to have your top 10 favorite craft supplies. And then on another page of your zine, I want you to include your mailing address and your social media information. So whatever your favorite social media, like if it's Instagram, then, you know, put your Instagram information, because as I'm sharing these, I would like to give you a shout out through social media. However, I will protect your mailing address. I will not share anyone's mailing address. I will always cover that up and make sure you are protected. Also, if your social media that you give me is private, I will not share it. So, you know, keep that in mind as well. I believe in being safe with y'all information because I know how it is to want your privacy. All right, so the next thing you're going to do after you make your zine, you're going to mail it to me. Here's my mailing information. It's P.O.Box 1387, and that is in Fairburn, Georgia 30213. So send me your zine, and I have to have it by October 15th to enter into the giveaway. If I get it after then it'll just be you sending me something, and, you know, I'll even make a video of like zines that didn't make it on time. However, you will not be considered into the giveaway because I didn't receive it on time. All right, so let's talk about entry points for this giveaway. So, of course, the obvious, you get 1 entry for mailing me your zine. And I wanted to give you other ways that you can get extra points, because that's the fun part, doing extra credit. I was always that student that wanted to do extra credit, and I'm sure some of y'all are like that too. So here's some extra credit. If you make a video response on your YouTube channel, then you get an additional point. However, you have to leave a comment on this video with the link to that video, because that's the only way I'll be able to find you, you know, and I want you to get credit. So make sure that you leave a link under this video in the comment section so that I will know you created a video for this challenge. Also, I will give an additional entry credit for you following me on Instagram and sharing about this challenge using the promo picture. And you can find the promo picture by either going to my Instagram, which is Becoming Fab, and you'll see it posted, or you can follow the link below and download it or screenshot it and save it to your phone and then upload it like that. Also, you have to use the hashtag Becoming Fab on Instagram so we can keep this thing searchable and boost up that SEO ranking. Y'all know I'm all about the tech stuff. All right, so let's talk about the prizes one more time so we can get it in writing so you guys can see. And when it comes to these prizes, y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I am really feeling myself. You know why? Look, I made a chart. So I made a chart because, yes, I am that person, and I want to make sure you guys understand the prizes and everything about this giveaway, because I always want to be transparent about what I'm doing. So for 0 to 24, and that really should be 1 to 24, because if 0 people enter, then nobody wins. You'll get the Lawn Fun. The winner will get the Lawn Fun Nitpicky, and that is a 6x6 paper pack. And with that, they will also win the Lawn Fun Oh What Fun stamp set. Now, if 25 people or more enter into the giveaway, they get the same Nitpicky paper pad and that Oh What Fun stamp set, but I'm also going to include the Lawn Fun Really Rainbow Christmas paper pack, and it's also a 6x6 paper pack. However, if 50 plus people enter, they get all the mentions of the first 2 prizes, and they're going to get a $25 Amazon gift card. Now, if I have 101 or more people enter into this contest, then they're going to get everything I mentioned before, and I'm buying some of the Zig Clean Color Real Brush watercolor brushes. Woo! And that is the 48 brush set that I will be purchasing for 1 lucky winner. 1 winner takes it all. So you guys, keep sharing. Share. The more you share, the more prizes that you stand to win. You guys ready? Let's get crafty. Send me your zine. And you got the fun thing about this, I'm thinking about doing giveaways like this every single month. So if this is your first time, go ahead and subscribe, because I feel like God has been very generous with me, and I want to spread that generosity to some of my crafty friends. All right, so that is it from me today, you guys. Don't forget to share this video out, like it, share it with your crafty friends, and like it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Send me your zines. And remember, if you do send me your zines and you put your YouTube or your Instagram, I will give you a shout out. So don't worry about that. I take care of my crafty friends. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.